championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Spins away. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Creates a little space. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Taking a shot on the first play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Cougars. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Morrow. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Under fire. Pulls it in down the sideline. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Fakes the grab. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on second down. They get to him as he throws.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Looking for the fourth down conversion, BYU comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
That's weak.
And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's straight. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked off his feet. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on... There he goes! Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he got just enough of that one. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Drake. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Norman. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Morrow. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Morrow. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Back to throw, it's Drake. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got him 1st and 10 outside the 30. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, BYU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Looking to throw it straight. And the timing just a hair off.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, Moss. Get it together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. back to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw it straight. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker is Jackson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch. But, guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense
going over the top. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Cougar! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Drake. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Norman.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Steamrolls his way ahead. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll try to pop the draw. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Hands it off. Past the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for his players.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but it's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off-play action. Looking to scramble. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's straight. Quarterback extends the play. Caught over the middle, it's Norman. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, BYU. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Looking downfield, it's straight. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we...
Trying to take it back. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the marker. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. To throw, it's Drake. Steps away to find some room.
Bro, what the fuck? That's a snapping down, bro. Like, what the fuck is that?
They'll mark it at the 11.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Rushes on him. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, BYU. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I was going to say GG with the one. I don't know.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's Drake. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Norman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top, otherwise.
And they will score. Touchdown, Aggie. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Drake. Scrambling away. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Finally brought down